Welcome, and thanks for joining today. I'm Mary Zennett, the founder of Peak Performance Corner. I'd like to share a bit of my story and how I got here. I was born near Ellis Island, where immigrants entered the U.S. from all over the world. Life was about hard work, close-knit families, neighbors helping neighbors. The Statue of Liberty was very close by and holds a special place in my heart. My mom was my mentor, my best friend growing up. She'd been a teacher and was always thinking. We did not have a lot of money to go places, but the days were never boring. One year, we were talking about water shortages. She brought up methods to desalinate water. I took interest and spent several months researching and creating a science project around it. I did win an award at the school science fair. I owed Mom big on that one. My mom was a big encourager of personal growth and development. Be your best, she always told us. But I had my weaknesses, and public speaking was one of them. Early in high school, when I had to get up and give a speech, hardly anything came out of my mouth. Schools were very forgiving back then, and I'm so grateful for that. But I never forgot. The next year, I enrolled on the debate team. My mom was stunned. "Why don't you join the Glee Club?" she beckoned. In my mind, I was thinking, I know I can sing, but I also know I couldn't speak. I think I better get a handle on this public speaking thing. My first year in debate was predictably terrible. But I watched, I learned, I had good coaches, and within a year started winning awards. My competitors were stunned when I got up and hammered the issues. By the time I graduated high school, I'd won many awards. The real victory was overcoming a weakness and becoming strong in it. The other amazing part growing up was living close to New York City, New York. New York, among other things, has always been an art and performance powerhouse of a town. So we had the opportunity to take a 30-cent subway ride to New York City, catch amazing performances, and frequent museums and other attractions. It was the experience of a lifetime. Why am I sharing all this with you? Back then, even though we did not have a lot of disposable income, our minds were always filled with an enriching topic of some sort. If you wanted something, you dreamed about it. We did not have cell phones. We had one black and white family television. We spent a lot of time outside playing on sidewalks, arts, crafts, reading, visiting with friends, musical instruments. By today's standards, we did not have much, but we were busy and active. Thinking was a valued skill. You could sit on a park bench back then and think for the entire afternoon. And there were not many distractions. We were free to dream, free to imagine almost anything that came to mind. I now appreciate there is such little time anymore to just think. It sounds silly, but it's true. Especially today, we are bombarded with messaging 24/7. What happened to quiet time? Every era has its challenges. I grew up with family and neighbors who had it really hard. We heard lots of stories about struggles coming to America. Leaving home, coming to a strange land. The streets were not paved with gold. There were lots of jobs, though, especially in New York. Learning new skills, even if it meant learning sewing to work in the garment district, commuting on 2 buses and a train. Life was not easy, but I was surrounded by people who made life work. They made things happen. Today, our challenges include having everything at our fingertips. So many choices, living on overwhelm. But we need to evaluate these choices and stick with a system. We need to become very organized and focused in a world of distraction. So part of our challenge is to realize this and be very vigilant of how we spend our day Capture our minutes and make them ours rather than the other way around. On some level, we all have a purpose and a destiny conferred upon us by a much higher being than ourselves, a destiny as unique as our fingerprint. Once we get past being overly busy, we can start figuring that out. Taking some time to think about this is probably one of the most important things you can do for yourself. Who you are and what are you here for? There is no doubt that getting on your path to fulfilling your purpose and destiny will take you way outside your comfort zone. But anything worthwhile does. Our goal at Peak Performance Corner is to provide resources to help you be the very best that you can be. Welcome.